Holy shit, it's 11:11. I wasn't planning on doing a reading, but or I actually wasn't planning on sharing this reading, but it's a personal reading. It is December the 13th. And when I first laid out the cards, I thought, oh God, look at all these reversals. It's not going to be a very nice reading. There's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So I thought, well, I might as well just have a look at what it says, and it turned out to be a very beautiful reading. What I'm getting here is that the female aspect is really going through a beautiful transformation. This card is showing up in the recent past position, so it's an energy she's bringing in. And what I'm seeing is her, like, kneeling on the ground in front of like a river or a lake, and she can see her reflection, and she's starting to release all those things that are, holding her back. So the transformation is happening, but there's still some release that needs to occur. She is focusing too much on her thoughts that are running through her mind. And I'm actually going to read all these cards because they're really good messages to hear. So Spirit is saying you need to switch your focus and not push. And the time will be revealed when you should move forward and to look for a sign. And that's what this card says as well. And over here on the male side, we got a cleaning. There's actually so many parallels between these cards. It's crazy. The reflection is beautiful. And the reflection actually comes out in these cards as well. It speaks of recognizing your true love and following your intuition. And it also has to do with realizing that you've made a wrong choice, and you can now change your course of action, change your route. That's what this card speaks about as well. And I'm seeing an awareness, a decision that's based on wisdom, and you're entering into a commitment or a union with your eyes wide open, and you're following your intuition. It's just absolutely beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to pause it, and I'll go through every card for you guys. Okay, so the first card is 25, and it's Metamorphosis. So I'll just leave it here as I read it. It says, you are in the process of a deep and beautiful change. Butterflies earn their wings through great effort. The process of change is often painful, for it is never without losses and sacrifices. If you are to transform from one form to another, a part of you needs to die. Letting go isn't easy, especially when you're used to thinking a certain way about your life and how to live it. Just as a snake sheds its dead skin, a caterpillar dies so the butterfly can be born. You're required to release your old ideas and embrace a necessary change so you can live your best life. Perhaps you're being asked to let go of low self-worth, a dream that no longer serves you, a relationship that is draining, or unhealthy habits. Despite your fear, you must accept that this is a transformative time for you. There will be some losses involved, but you'll love what you become. Absolutely agree. And the next card is 50, which is Compass in reverse. Compass. As long as you orient your compass to true north, the direction of your higher power, you will never be lost. So in reverse it says, what is your higher power right now? Whatever you constantly focus on long enough becomes your higher power. If you worry about financial insecurities, materialism is your idol. If you obsess over a relationship, that is your God. If you're concerned about your weight or your looks or your status, you've lost your personal power and your way. Nothing but spirit can be your guiding force. You'll never truly find what you seek if these worries and distractions are a constant focus. Surrender and shift your compass. Be still and watch as the needle points to true north. Align yourself and you'll easily find your way back to where you are meant to be. The next one is 24, Stuck in the Mud in reverse. You're being invited to stop and savor the wonder of your life. In reverse, when this card is in reverse, it reminds you that you're stuck due to your obstinate desire to get what you want, when and how you want it. Perhaps it's uncomfortable to admit that the course of action you've chosen for yourself isn't right for you now. Even so, you have a choice. You can struggle in the mud and get nowhere, or take a moment to observe where you are, then step out. Wash away the dirt, dry off, and find other things to do. A much better adventure awaits you. You'll know when it's time to embark upon it. You'll know when it's time. Stop struggling. And the outcome is 6, Mountain in reverse. You have the capacity to float around any obstacle. This is a time to adapt. There is an obstacle to your inquiry. This is not a time to move forward. Wait a while. Be patient and way around the mountain, and a way around the mountain will be revealed. Pushing forward isn't your highest good. Don't try to climb too high to grasp the prize that seems out of reach, because it is, for now. If you exceed your limits, you'll find yourself tumbling down and you'll get hurt. Remain open to possibilities rather than stubbornly forging ahead. And 41, Unexpected Visitor. If you expect the unexpected, you'll be prepared for miracles. Detours, surprises, and paradigm shifts. Expect the unexpected. No matter how detailed your plans are and how clear you believe the road ahead to be, there will be times when the best plans are waylaid by unforeseen circumstances. At first, detours may seem inconvenient, but a surprise turn of events signals the adventure of life is beginning to get interesting. No one can plan for synchronicities, for fate or destiny to meet, except Spirit, who knows what you can't comprehend for now. Life is full of surprises, so stay on your toes and enjoy the exciting new adventure you weren't expecting. There's a plan for your life that may not match up with your agenda. Sorry. Number 37 is Cleaning House. It's time to clear the clutter. Let me put it in front here. It's time to clear the clutter to make way for better things. When you see the Cleaning House card in a reading, it's time to declutter your life. Get rid of unwanted things in your physical home and release what you no longer want or truly need. Is there unfinished business you should address? Thoughts, memories, or emotional baggage must be swept out of your house as well. Your conscience must be clear for you to move forward in the world. Celebrate a spring cleaning and feel the freedom as you make way for much better things. Look at what you've resisted discarding and be honest about its value. Be honest. Clean house. I'm seeing a theme here of getting rid of the old, clearing away, making room for something better. Number 36 is Commitment. A true commitment is a responsibility of the heart, mind, body, and soul. This is a good time to make one. Partnerships formed at this time are harmonious and powerful. The commitment card also indicates the natural evolution of a relationship from its inception to a literal or metaphorical marriage. At the very least, there is a promise of fulfillment in some form. However, you must be conscious of what you're committing to. Be clear about the nature of your commitment and your responsibility to it. Others are more willing to enter into partnerships at this time. Remember that your partnership with Spirit and the highest version of yourself will engage the highest self in another. So clarity. Be clear about what you want, what you're committing to. Next is 8, and that's coming together in reverse. Love needs to be shared. When the come together card appears reversed, it is a sign that perhaps a love connection is unbalanced. Is intimacy being withheld from you, or are you withholding it from another? Longing and yearning are often mistaken for love, when in fact they are signs of lack. Perhaps you've been doing all the emotional work and pouring your water into an empty well, to the point that you now feel depleted. Know this, true love will not be denied. What is truly for you will never walk past you or require this much energy. Drop the agendas, the fight, the need to win, and allow love to flow through you. True love will always find its reflection in another. So I'm getting a huge release and surrender from both sides. And 54 in reverse is encouragement. You are receiving a nudge in the right direction. A misstep isn't the end of the world. You've fallen into a trap of false courage, and only humility will lead you out of it. Perhaps you weren't listening to your intuition, and now you're in a jam. Being too self-reliant without knowing the ropes has brought you to this place. Don't become discouraged, as all is well, and you can always start again. Take another road and surely discover new territories where love really blooms. Just remember to rely on your higher power. You can't always get what you want, but Spirit knows what you need. Something better awaits around the corner. Taking another route. Changing direction, changing your focus, using your intuition. Number 30 is making a choice, and that's the foundation, shared energy. You're required to come to a decision now. This is not the time to abdicate responsibility for your life. Letting others choose for you doesn't make things easier. Don't compromise because you're afraid of facing the consequences of your choice. Even if you've opted for a difficult path, you can always make another choice in the future. There is great power in reclaiming your ability to choose. No one can take that away from you, no matter what. Don't give your power away. If you're willing to be rigorously honest with yourself about your motives behind your choices, you may see the need to change things. You can change course and choose another route. Just be willing to clean up what you've left behind. Again, cleaning up and taking a different route is the same as this card up here. And making a choice. You can either be stuck or stop struggling. All right, so the energy that the male aspect is bringing in is moonlight in reverse, and that's 51. Okay. Your intuition allows you to see beyond the mundane, logical, analytical. Follow it. Too much analyzing is getting you nowhere. Stop overthinking things. You may be exhausted from second-guessing yourself all the time and losing your footing. Are you insecure about your ability to make good choices? Step back and regroup and enter into a more trusting relationship with the flow of life. Don't become overly concerned about perceived mistakes. Perceived mistakes. Don't push forward. Where was it? Sorry. Don't become overly concerned about perceived mistakes. How will you learn to dance if you don't occasionally take a misstep? On the moonlight pathways, you can discover love and truth and wondrous things. There is nothing to fear but fear itself. Go play, have fun, stay open, and trust. Stay open. And a beautiful card to show up on a full moon. Full moon in Gemini. Okay, so the crowning energy is details, details. And I don't think I'll read it to you. I want to skip to this one, but this is just about, looking at the small gestures, the body language, listening to your intuition, your gut feeling, just being aware and paying attention, being observant. And so if you're entering into a contract with somebody or beginning a journey of some kind, you want to really plan for it. Plan. Are you ready? Have you taken care of all the details? Have you, do you have a clear conscience? Have you, packed your bags? Are you ready to go? Okay, so number 7 is into the unknown in reverse. Okay. Trust and all will be revealed. The path, the way will be revealed. You will know when it's time. Sudden and unexpected change. So it says, inexperience plus overconfidence can lead you into dangerous situations for which you are unprepared. Always remember that wisdom comes from experience. Keep an open mind and enter this part of the journey with your alert eyes. Don't assume you know this territory. You may not recognize what is hidden by camouflage. This is not the time for careless adventure. And so what I'm getting from that is that there's complete awareness. You know exactly what you want. And, cross the T's and dot the I's as well. Are you prepared? So like I said, I'm seeing a lot of parallels between the two. A lot of releasing and letting go. And tuning into your higher power, your higher self, and that will tell you where you're meant to be. What your true love is. Same thing here. Getting out of your head, wanting and desiring and longing, and realizing that, you made some, wrong choices. And choosing a different path. And the path is towards love. So, I'm seeing, if you're in separation, I'm seeing a union happening. Definitely there's an awakening going on. A realization, major realization on the male side. He's using his heart and his soul to guide him. Okay. Hope this helps somebody. Cheers.